I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Live from the Xfinity mobile call-in line. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Happy Halloween to all across the Delaware Valley. This is the Anthony Gargano Show, brought to us by the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. Halloween, man. Happy Halloween. You know, it was terrible. I woke up today and I forgot. This is what sucks when you're a parent and your kids are getting older. Massimo goes to school in his baseball uniform. And I'm like, well, I guess it's casual day. And he went, no, I'm Bryce Harper. I was like, oh, man, that's weak, dude. And I feel weak today. Like, I'm wearing a sweatsuit. Oh, I'm an 80s mob guy. I mean, it's weak. In fact, I'm mad. Next year, I'm getting dressed, man. Next year, I'll get the Crip man over here, and we'll do something to get fired up over it. I do love Halloween, and it goes back to the whole thing of today and what it means and being scared. It's fun. It's funny. Our buddy Pat McClune, who I adore, from the editor's desk yesterday, said the one thing I'm out on is Halloween and scary movies. And I was thinking about that. It's like, yeah, why do we torture ourselves to be scared? Like, there's a couple of like great movies that you're watching, you're alone, and like all of a sudden you start to hear everything, and it's like a long night's sleep where it's in your subconscious. But we love it. It's great. Anyway, it's a great day today. It's fun. And it begins like our holiday season, right? Halloween today, and then Thanksgiving's around the corner, and Christmas and New Year's. So this is the fun period of time right now. I love it. It's my favorite portion of the calendar. It's the best. It really is. All right. So in honor of Halloween, what scares us about Philadelphia sports? So let's take the Eagles, right? During the bye week. What scares us about the Birds? Well, if I'm going to look at it, I mean, I'm still concerned about the offense. I don't know. It's looked better the last 2 weeks. Now, they ran the ball against the Giants. Is it sustainable against teams like Green Bay, Detroit? Obviously, they'll move the ball against Dallas. Dallas defense stinks. But like as you move forward deeper into the calendar, is the run game and really the whole offense, can it be consistent enough to make a run? Defensively, yeah, we'll see about first of all, Myles Garrett's not coming here. So all those rumors, Charles Robinson, it's not happening. All right. I was told yesterday, no. And it was like, no, that's ridiculous. So forget Myles Garrett. Does he do something? Edge rusher? Maybe. I mean, I could see him. He's going to be aggressive, Howie. He's got all the corners. You're hoping that the corners, somebody takes the job. Bennett, whether it's the new kid, right, like from the Jets, Michael Robinson second. You hope that somebody takes the job. I still think you got enough players between Quinyon and Cooper and Carter and Nolan Smith and the linebackers. I think you got enough talent there. And Fangio, it's the offense because as this team goes, it's the offense. The offense will dictate. So if I'm going to go, what scares me most, it's still the offense. You have the AJ factor, a beat-up offensive line, Petullo, Jalen on the same page. Under center. Does that continue? I hope so. Jeez, we saw the success. But that would scare me most about the Eagles because if their offense needs to be a solid 8 out of 10. Right? Like I got to count on it as an 8. If it's anything lower than that, I don't know that you can make a run. Like a real run. Now, I believe it is, but that would be my scare when it comes to the Eagles. When it comes to the Phillies, it's Dombrowski. All right. It's can he fix the lineup? Lineup's a mess. All right. We don't even know what's going to happen free agent wise. Schwarber, the talk is, what about Schwarber? And, the first numbers are coming out and it's hefty. What do they do? How do they come back with a balanced lineup that actually hits? So that would scare me most about the Phils. The Sixers, look, it's obvious, they're going to be fun and we're going to enjoy watching them. Tonight is the Celtics again. It's the NBA Cup. Not that that's stupid, but I don't care. I just want to watch them play. So you have a fun team. Now, can they win in a weakened East and make a serious run as a contender? That's on Embiid and George, right? If those two can play, be healthy all playoff long, the answer is yeah. The answer is, hey, when you least expect it, it happens. So they're firmly in play. What would scare me, again, is can they stay healthy during a playoff run? And Fly Guys, it's all good. Last night, 4-1, and it was, Zegras. It was Vladar. I mean, just good game, man. It's great. Great win last night. 6-3, 6-3-1. Love it. I'd love to start, man. So, I mean, look, Flyers, I don't really have any fear other than, Michkov, which I know he got 2 assists last night. He had a couple shots. Like, he's rounding in the form. So, I don't know. I don't really have any fears with them. I kind of it's all about the rebuild. How about Danny Briere's big moves? Like, so far, you want to give Danny B an A. Vladar and Zegras? Seriously, A for GM Danny Briere. Happy Halloween, Mr. Crypt Keeper.
Ah, it's so good. My people, this is our day.
Oh, Hallows Eve.
As some people like to call it, Samhain, the old Samhain. Oh, happy Samhain to those out there celebrating it.
Samhain, I don't
It's
know
the
that
Celtic, it's like the origin of Halloween. You ever see the Samhain, they spell it?
No.
But in Celtic, it's pronounced Samhain.
It's an Irish holiday,
Yeah,
yes.
like-
Halloween's an Irish holiday?
It came from that, yeah. The pagans.
The Druids or the Celts
Druids.
or somebody back then, yeah. It's like...
Your people.
Yeah, there are people. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, I'm dressed up like a hungover Port Richmond Flyers fan today.
You look like it.
Yeah.
So the origins, what about All Hallows Eve, like All Souls Day? Like,
Ooh, that's the whole thing, isn't the Druids? This is when the veil's the thinnest between the two worlds.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
I was like All Saints Day was fine, but I was like All Souls Day, look out. Like, don't be asking for anything.
November 1st.
Isn't that All Saints?
It's All Saints, but it's also All Souls,
All
right?
Souls
Like,
is the day after is that only a
it's the
Catholic
Day
thing?
of
Look
the
it up.
Dead. I mean,
Day
in
of the Dead,
Mexico,
right.
that's All Souls Day.
Yes. There's a lot of it. This is the weekend. All I know is this is the weekend.
Well, the clocks go back.
Clocks go back. It's getting a little darker. Me and all the creatures will be hanging out.
Yeah, you're a creature. Like, it's your time of the year, man.
Yeah.
I love it too. It's my favorite time of the year. But this for creature people, where it gets dark at 4 o'clock.
Love it.
You love being dark at 4 o'clock.
Yeah. I can go outside more.
Yeah. Guy, he sees it like, the sun, the light. He starts to melt, Andrew.
I got it for you. So All Saints Day is to recognize all the saints who had entered heaven.
Right.
While All Souls is to recognize and to celebrate all of the people who have deceased.
Right. I
Right.
know
So
that.
they could be hanging out
It's
still.
the same day?
No, the first is saints. The second is
All
souls.
Souls. All
Souls is when the people not in
When's
heaven.
the Day of the Dead? Is that All Souls?
The Day of the Dead
Mexico
is
the Day of the Dead.
November 1st and 2nd.
Okay.
Big weekend. Yes.
All right. So it's the 1st and 2nd is the Day of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And the town was buzzing last night. I was bopping around. Everyone's dressed up. I was like, it's Thursday night. It's hell night. Everyone's dressed up around town. Streets were crowded. It was wild.
That's awesome.
Chestnut Street, Walnut Street, that whole area,
Really?
like 13th, 15th.
Oh, it's going to be a fun weekend in the
I think
city.
it's going to be a good one.
Friday night. when Halloween falls on a weekend, I
It's
mean,
the best.
awesome.
Yeah, it's got a good wind to it today. It's like bustling.
Yeah,
It's
there is
good.
a wind. Yeah.
Yeah, you know whose wind? You hit me with the Dombrowski stuff. You're afraid of him. Well, I ran into someone. We got word to Dombrowski. He's got a little rebuttal for you, taking shots at him yesterday.
Taking shots at him.
Yeah.
What, at what
I found him at the Wissa.
I don't think it was.
I ran into him at the Wissa.
I thought it was valid criticism.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. He's responding
We'll see.
live
Well,
from the Wissahickon Yacht Club in Tacony. I found.
Oh, really? He's at the yacht club.
Yeah. So
Dave.
Yeah, he's got a little something for you.
All right.
I just had to dock my yacht so I could respond to these nefarious accusations from one Tony Gargano. Can't believe it. But anyway, here we go. Benny, cue up the band. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some players think they're elite when they're not. And then they try to blame Dumbo. And when Taba says, Bryce, just get a hit, does he come through? No. It ain't me. It ain't Dumbo. I ain't swinging out of the zone. No. It ain't me. It ain't Dumbo. I ain't refusing to walk. No. Some folks are born silver bat in hand on the cover of SI at 18. But when Blake Snell's on the mound, there ain't no hits to be found. No. It ain't me. It ain't Dumbo. I ain't swinging out of the zone. No. It ain't me. It ain't Dumbo. I ain't getting hurt all the time. No. I do hear that Tony Gargano's sidekick, Davey Jr., he's the cat's meow. Catherine, start up the Bentley. We're heading to the country club. They have croissants today.
He's a big fan of croissants at the country club.
It ain't me.
It ain't Dumbo.
There's something wrong with
I ain't
you.
swinging out of the zone.
No.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah, so we had to give him his time to respond a little bit.
That actually is fabulous.
There is
It
something
ain't
wrong with you.
me. It ain't Dumbo. I ain't swinging out of the zone.
You got something in the brain, man.
That's fabulous. That's actually great.
I'll let the man respond. Yes.
It ain't me. It ain't Dumbo. I'm not the one
I
getting
tried to
hurt.
explain it was Gargano, not Gargano, but he just says
Yeah.
he loves the Gargano.
Tony
I
Gargano.
like how you made him like a cross between Thurston Howell and Count Dracula.
We're going for Thurston Howell.
Yeah, but well, you got a lot of Dracula.
I
in
can't
it.
get the Dracula runs through me. I can't get rid of
Like
it.
he sounds like Count Dracula. Like you got him.
Yeah. One thing I can't stand. Like it's just a croissant, Dombo. It's not a croissant. The people who's like, oh, do you like a good croissant? I'm not in France. It's a croissant. Are you a croissant guy? You might be.
I probably.
You say croissant?
Yeah.
Mosh, you want a Wawa croissant? No, you don't say that. Get out of here.
Well, yeah, I probably because I'm a believer in getting the word correct.
Yeah.
Like, listen, the whole gabagool thing bugs me. It does.
You don't like it?
No, it bugs me because it butchers the word. I get like dialect and Italian Americans and how it all came, but then you have, people just mock it. Gabagool, like I hate it.
Yeah. Well, they mock what they don't understand.
Gabagool, like
Yeah.
the GHOUL.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, we should have got some gabagool today.
Like I hate it. Let's say it. So yeah, croissant. I would say
Yeah?
croissant. Yeah,
yeah, man. I don't
yeah. Like I mean, why
It's a
butcher
croissant.
that word?
It's a croissant.
It's not. It's not. That's not the
All right.
appropriate word.
Well, why we're here?
Mr. Dom Bob.
Why we're here? Davey Jr.
You're Dom
Davey Jr.
Dave Jr. Little Dom.
Let's do something
I
real.
got Big Dom. My boy Big Dom is my man, and then I got Little Dom now. Next thing you know, I need Alan Dom coming over.
All right, we're gonna do this. This is blind rankings. I don't know if you know this. I'm just gonna shoot off the 10 most
Uncle
popular
Frank.
candies.
God, I need a gummy now.
They'll be singing that all day.
Tony the ref dying laughing.
Yeah, they're gonna be
It ain't me.
it ain't dumb.
It ain't Dumbo. I'm not swinging out of the zone.
No.
He's great. I gotta tell you, I can't get it out of my head now.
I said it was an earworm.
It was great. When it started, I was like, that's freaking awesome.
All right. Let's do blind rankings of the top 10 candies. I'm going to shoot them at you. You got to rank them, not knowing what's coming next.
Line rankings.
Yeah,
All
1
right.
to 10.
All
You
right.
got to slot these in somewhere from 1 to 10 as they come at you.
All right.
All right.
All right, what do we got?
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger, I'll go 4.
Twix.
Twix, I'm going to go 9.
Sour Patch Kids.
8.
Kit Kat.
5.
Hershey Bar.
Almonds?
No.
No
Plain.
almonds?
It's a plain Hershey Bar.
Really?
Yep.
6.
Snickers.
Oh,
3.
yeah.
M&M's Peanut.
2.
Oh, yeah.
Sweetest Fish.
10.
Reese's Buttercup.
Reese cup?
Yeah.
Not
Reese's
a buttercup.
Reese's Peanut Buttercup.
Yeah, all right.
Buttercup?
Yeah, what? Right?
No, it's just buttercup.
What's this buttercup?
Yeah,
Number
Reese's.
1.
What I gotta say? You know what is gonna be a caramel cup? You know it's a peanut butter cup.
Right, a Reese. Reese cup. You said buttercup.
Yeah.
I was corrected on that, by the way. I say Reese's.
You got Reese's cup number 1?
Number 1.
I say Reese's, but someone was like, no, it's Reese's.
Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces?
It's Reese's, right?
I don't know. I say Reese's.
I say Reese's. It rhymes with Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, Reese's.
Right?
I don't know. I just say
Not
Reese's.
Reese's. You say Reese's.
I do.
I think you just said it there, right?
Whatever. Reese's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Reese's.
I like
love
it.
Reese's.
I like them. Yeah.
Number 1.
That's number 1 for you.
I love it. The best. The best. It's the great, to me, it's the best candy ever.
Oh, we got
That-
one more left. We got a 7 left over there. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. I got Nerds. 7. You go Nerds
sucks.
7.
I hate nerds.
Do you hate Nerds?
Yeah.
Well, you got them ranked ahead of Sweetest Fish.
Swift fish steak.
Hey, nerds.
Yeah.
Oh, I love nerds.
No, I don't like that
Tangy.
manufactured, science candy.
Yeah.
Like, give me chocolate. Like,
Okay.
that's real candy. Like, it's a
Yeah.
real food. Right? Like
Manufactured.
like the science
Take
candy.
a bean and they manufacture it.
It's just
They take sugar and they manufacture a nerd. What's the difference?
Yeah, no. Well, the chocolate is a food. I go with the chocolate. The chocolate's an elevated candy. All the gummies and
Ooh, the Nerds clusters.
Oh,
Ooh, they are the
Nerds rope.
You like that?
Nerds cluster? Yeah. I'm a big fish.
Nerd gummy.
Oh, the
You like
sweetest
it?
fish? I'm
Really? We have teeth.
Oh, I don't like the fish.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah, they get
When
stuck.
they're fresh.
Oh no, they're stuck in your
Fresh.
teeth.
What are they, fresh from the factory?
Yeah.
It's not even a food group.
Then you're there
Bite
picking
into
your
that?
teeth afterwards, trying to get it out. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
A little flavor saver for later
Ah,
on. You get it out. You're
nah,
like, oh, that tastes good. Mm.
Yeah, that's a child's
Here's another one.
Ow.
Peter Town. Well, Rolo isn't underrated. I do like
Oh.
Rolo.
I'm a Rolo.
with the caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the
I like
caramel.
them.
My mother used to love the Rolo. I don't know.
You know what I like? The peanut chew.
Yeah,
I
my
love
wife
the
likes
peanut chew.
She's
Yeah.
a peanut chew fan.
Jake Riley in the chat. He might be a solo camper. He goes 3 Musketeers, number 1.
Makes him a
What's
solo camper.
In fairness, now I would never go 1, but in fairness, the Musketeers is a classic.
Yeah.
Classic, but is it good?
Yeah.
Like Musketeer
The
Milky
fluffy
Way.
filling inside. It's good.
Yeah, I think it's underrated. The Musketeer. It's an original. The Musketeer.
Yeah.
And Fifth Avenue. Paul
I
Paul
like
in
a
chat say
Fifth
Fifth
Avenue.
Avenue better
the
than
way-
Butterfinger,
Yes, he's right.
and a Zagnut is even better. He says.
I don't know.
I don't know what a Zag-
I don't know
What about
Zagnut.
a Milky Way?
That's like a 3 Musketeer to me. They're like,
They're brother and sister, cousins.
antiquated or
Yeah.
something.
Cousins. I don't think they're antiquated, but I do love the Fifth Avenue.
Yeah.
Fifth Avenue is better than Butterfinger. The crunch is
I won't
better.
argue that.
And I love the Butterfinger. Fifth Avenue rules.
Randy says Rolo's a Great Depression candy.
The hard candy, too. Like your grandmother had the candy dish.
yeah.
The Rolo. Rolo.
Hey, we might have a sniper in town. Dude.
What?
What?
Zegers? How long are the
Oh,
Flyers?
what?
Like,
I don't know. I
Where
just
are you
like,
going with that?
I'm like,
no,
what are you
no,
talking
dude.
about?
How long were you asking for a sniper for the Flyers? That shot last night.
No, dude, he's supremely talented.
Yeah.
We got Charlie coming up in a
Yeah,
little bit.
can't
We're going to
wait.
talk to Charlie. We're going to talk to Franny. We're going to talk to Baldy, Garafolo. We got everybody.
Yeah.
Mikey G. So we got it all coming up. But real quick, back to the candy thing.
Whatchamacallit, James Noder in the chat says.
I like a whatchamacallit.
Yeah, me too.
That's a strong item. You know what? The $100,000 bar.
That's probably my number one.
I've
That's
never
a
had
candy
that.
Bars, that's my
The
favorite.
100,000 is a good, good candy bar.
Have you ever done the Take 5?
That just came up. Jay Tidwell in the chat just said Take 5 is all time.
What is it, Take 5?
Take 5 has got like the nougat. It's got like pretzel. It's got like
Oh, it's got
yeah.
pretzel
It's
in
got
it?
all
You
mixed.
know what's funny? I love a chocolate covered pretzel,
Yeah.
but I don't like the pretzel involved with the caramel, the peanut butter. Like
I agree with you.
I want just the chocolate and the pretzel.
I think that's an elite snack.
Yeah.
Covered pretzel.
Like with my,
I don't want the
we were
yogurt
kids-
covered pretzels.
No.
Get out of here.
The
with
white
yogurt.
chocolate.
They're yogurt. It's like, nah,
Yeah,
give
and
me.
then they have the caramel pretzel. Like they doll it all.
Yeah.
Nah.
Just give me milk chocolate pretzel.
Yeah, you get a crunch, you get some salt. Salt.
It's the salt and chocolate.
Next
It's
level.
with the pretzel.
There's a few Three Musketeer love out there in the
It
chat.
should be. The Musketeer's underrated.
Paul wants to know if you missed the Reggie bar. That was a good bar.
They had rice.
Dude, that was a
By the way,
good bar.
What happened to the Nestle Crunch?
That's what someone, Tom,
Yeah, someone Tom just brought that up. Nestle
Did I tell
Crunch.
you? I'm a huge fan of the Nestle Crunch.
Yes.
I may buy candy. Like if we watching a movie,
Yeah.
right? Like I may get, I got a taste for candy or something. So I'll go to Wawa and, the kids all get the Sour Patch, gummy worms, all that stuff. And then Tam gets the what's the Philadelphia one?
Goldenberg chew, peanut chew?
Peanut chew.
Peanut chew, yeah.
And then I'll get I usually get a Reese or I'll get a Nestle Crunch.
I like a solid Nestle. I like Nestle Crunch bar.
Crunch is a good.
I do like the Rice
I'm a
Krispies.
Rice.
Yeah.
I like Crackle.
Yeah.
Like I'll do the.
They are good.
Rice. The rice and the chocolate's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like the almond, like the
Almond
milk
Joy?
chocolate with now. I like the milk, like the Hershey almond bar.
Yeah.
Let me ask you
You like
this.
that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're really getting to know people. Philly Junk Wax Party Mix is an underrated Halloween find in your bag, he says.
Party
Like the Utz party mix?
like a party mix with
the cheddar, the Dorito,
Yeah, you get a little tortilla, like
the tortilla, the Frito, the pretzel in there.
Yeah, I don't want that in my Halloween bag.
Nah.
Another solo camper.
I mean, it's
They're just all
good.
coming out today.
No, yeah, that's not good. Plus,
No.
that's tampered with. Like I would throw that out.
It's
Yeah.
not a homemade party mix. They come in little bags.
Oh, the bags, you mean?
Yeah, it's a bag.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, a homemade one. I'm out,
Do you
dude.
remember the we were kids?
Call
It's
Homeland,
just rock
call
bags.
Homeland Security. There's a psycho
Yeah,
handing
so
out.
we were kids.
bags.
The things that you never you had. They would make their own. Whatever is it? The Rice Krispie bar type of thing.
Yes.
Right. They would do that. They would do they wrap anything in saran wrap. We got got flushed.
Anything homemade.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out on
And
that.
the apple. You remember the apple thing with the
razor blade?
The razor blade.
Oh, yeah.
With sick bleep. Like you got to be a
Urban myth or did it
motherfucker.
actually
I
happen?
don't know. I wonder if it's urban legend.
You've
It
had
could be
to
an urban
see that the apple's tampered with, right? Because you have to push the razor blade through, so you would know that there would be something in there.
Exactly.
Right. How
You know, like,
I don't
You got
want
blind bite.
I'd be surprised.
I know. I mean, maybe something. It happened once.
Probably
You know,
happened once.
Here's the one thing, though, and you learn by all these horror movies. People are nasty to kids.
Yeah.
What is it about the adult going after the kid?
They're
Are they jealous of their youth? Are
maybe.
Might be.
they? Like,
maybe-
what is it? Like
Maybe
they're kids, like the kids. There's like the beauty. Like they're sacred.
It might be that.
Joe Rocket. Joe Rocket says the roll of pennies. You ever get the old heads who put like 5 pennies
Yeah,
together?
come on, man. It gives me 5 cents. And back then, the penny was antiquated in 1985.
Are you guys into the caramel or candy apple?
No.
I mean, as a kid, I used to like the candy apple on the stick.
Yeah, I'm a caramel apple.
The caramel, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, with the nuts?
Years ago, with the nuts.
You do a little chocolate drizzle in there.
That was a treat. Like in the supermarket, they would have that.
Yeah,
Every once in a while, my mother would bring it back.
yeah.
I mean,
The
I
3-pack.
might have
You would get the 3-pack in the plastic.
Yes.
And that plastic would always cut you because you have to try to rip it open.
Yes. I mean,
Yep.
I was once a Blue Moon.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't on the reg. What else you got?
Paul, allergic to chocolate, so he goes Mike and Ike's and Good and Plenty.
Good and Plenty.
I'm out on Good and Plenty. I'm all in on the Mike and Ike's.
The Good and Plenty's the licorice thing.
I
can't do licorice.
My father is the licorice guy.
That's the generation.
It's like medicine.
It's a generation.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Wow. The black Twizzlers.
Oh, my grandmother used
is your soul if you eat that.
My grandmother would get the black Twizzlers and Mary Jane's.
Oh,
Those were the candies in the house.
The black licorice.
Yeah.
A little bit of honey back in the day.
A bit of honey.
Candies.
Yeah. You like
They're like ripping your teeth out.
Do you like Charleston Chew?
What's that?
It's chocolate with the marshmallow.
I do it in the freezer. Throw Charleston Chew in the freezer.
I don't like marshmallow candy.
Yeah.
Nah.
Anthony says Bazooka Joe bubblegum with the comics. I used to like Bazooka gum.
I love the gum.
Yeah.
I'm big. Now with baseball, I buy the big bucket of gum.
Oh, there you go.
Double bubble.
Double bubble.
You know.
Nice.
I love it. I love it. All right, we got to take care of it. We could go all day with this stuff. We got to take care of some business. And then we got Franny coming up. A lot of fun. I just want to mess around today. Let's talk about a little Xfinity and our friends over at Xfinity. We got a big sports weekend ahead of us, right? So what do? We want to watch games. Sixers tonight, college football tomorrow, NFL Sunday. That's why I got my Xfinity, man. That's it. You can't be a football fan, a sports fan, without having Xfinity. I'm sorry, you can't do it. Some people, right?
Me?
Are fan
It ain't
fixers. It ain't VG. All right. Yes, it is VG. I got all the acts to rent my living room. Xfinity's best picture and sound with enhanced 4K. So clear, it feels like you're in a stadium, the arena, like on the field. It's unbelievable. I can get 4 games going on one time on Sunday. I got my own red zone Saturday. I'm like, all right, good. I got this game, that game. It's fantastic. On top of that, real notifications, right on my television, live stats, the best seat in the house every time, next game day. Make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that.
All right. Rothman Orthopedics. So whether it's a sore knee, stiff shoulder, nagging, back pain, Rothman Orthopedics is here to help you get you back to the life you love. Their team of specialists, they treat all kinds of orthopedic issues from everyday strains to long-term joint pain with care that's efficient, effective, and close to home. Rothman proudly serves dozens of communities across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Florida with 30 convenient offices, urgent cares, and walk-in centers. Patients find a full spectrum of orthopedic care at Rothman. From diagnosis to discharge, they provide their patients with every service and procedure necessary, such as x-rays, orthotics, bracings, MRIs, physical therapy, you name it, they do it. Year over year, Rothman consistently performs among the highest volume of hip, knee, shoulder, and ankle replacements in the country. They're doing over 60,000 a year. They know what they're doing, so don't let pain keep you sidelined. Schedule an appointment today at rothmanortho.com/PHLY. Rothman Orthopedics. Your mobility, that's their mission.
All right. Our friends at Rothman, we talked to my man, Dr. Pedowitz, later. He did my Achilles.
Oh.
Yeah, he's the best.
Nice.
Yeah. I love Dr. Pedowitz. All right. Let's go to him on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line. Our man, Franny Films.
They do not crave food nor drink for nourishment, for they exist solely on the glow of the all 22 monitors. They are the Leatherheads, and he is Franny Films.
Francis! Happy Halloween, Francis.
Happy Halloween, guys. How's everything down there?
Good, buddy. What's your favorite Halloween candy, your treats?
So I'm an equal opportunity candy eater. There are a few things where it's like, all right, like this goes away. I would say, first of all, the one thing was like automatic throwaway. Anyone that hands out the little box of raisins on there, like,
Oh yeah,
get out of here. I mean, what are we doing? Chocolate covered raisins,
Yeah,
different
Raisinets.
deal,
I'm
but
in
just
on
a little
that.
box of raisins.
Raisinette, I'm in.
It's got
Yeah.
That's my movie go-to.
Yeah.
Raisinets in my popcorn.
Or a Whopper. I like a
Outstanding.
Whopper.
Ooh, a Whopper, yeah.
I will say though, the fast break, the Reese's fast break bar is that's my current favorite. The
Oh,
I
chocolate
don't even know what
peanut
that
butter.
is.
What is the fast
Oh.
break?
Oh, I love a fast break. Outstanding.
What's in it?
It's like it's chocolate, peanut butter, and then there's like a nougat kind of deal in there.
Oh,
It's,
yeah,
came
little
out a few years
nougat
ago,
act.
Big
Reese's.
nougat guy.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. And I was surprised your take on licorice. Are you out on like how you feel about like Sambuca?
I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not in on it.
I mean, I've taken many shots and I've put the anisette in my coffee, but I don't like it.
You a Sambuca guy?
Yeah. Look, it reminds me of like high school graduation, and it tastes like college. But I think that between that and between and Jaeger, that's honestly the only time where I'm getting into licorice flavor. I don't like licorice flavored candy, anything like that though.
Yeah.
I may or may not have had Jaeger last night.
Wow, you doing shots of Jaeger last night?
I may have been.
Oh my God.
Different reality.
God bless you.
You got a party like it's 1990.
Oh my God. Franny, so let's kind of dive into, first of all, Eagles get a cornerback. Obviously, the whole talk's been about Cooper. I do not want to move Cooper. I think you need Cooper in the middle of the field. I know the kid plays slot, but I'm sorry. I need Cooper in the middle of the field. How do you line up with that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that this certainly gives them the flexibility moving forward to decide how they want to go about things here. My personal feeling is the way that they're going to try and approach this is, maybe if you go back to 2023, where they had all those different, the different variety in terms of sub package. You had your regular nickel, you had a big nickel, they had that penny package, they had all the different combinations. I wonder if that's the route that they take here, where, all right,
I think so.
If they're going to, you have Cooper DeJean as your big nickel, where if you want to match with past personnel against, two tight end sets, all right, then Cooper's inside. But otherwise, we keep him outside. And if it's against 3 and 4 receiver sets, Michael Carter comes on the field as your regular nickel. My guess is that that's the way that they'll probably approach it.
Yeah, I agree. I shouldn't have said which way. It's all dependent on the matchup. I mean, which is the obvious. Like, who you're playing. It'll be different if you're playing, say, the Cowboys as opposed to the Lions, right? Because the Lions will work more inside, more seam stuff.
Yeah, I think the other part of it too is that if they are going to try and, I don't want to say shoehorn, but if they want to try and really kind of force the issue when it comes to, hey, we want to get Nakobe Dean and Jihad Campbell on the field, we're going to play more base defense. Well, that's going to put Cooper DeJean outside anyway, right? So if we're going to play a little bit more of that, and then we're also going to bring Michael Carter in, he's going to be your regular nickel, then I think they're kind of saying, all right, we can kind of meet it halfway there.
Yeah. What's your take on the offense moving forward, right? Like, they have found something that works. I mean, as elemental as it feels, but Jalen under center, I mean, Jalen finally embraced it, right? So, and it's good. He's flourishing. It's good. He's terrific. How do you feel about it moving forward? You think it's fixed?
Yeah, I mean, look, if he is like fully on board with it, and the staff, whoever was against it before, like if there were coaches, players, whatever, if everybody's on board,
I'll put it this way: I don't think coaches were against it.
Yeah, that's been my feeling as well over the course of the last few years. So I think that if you take a look at what Jalen is capable of doing when he's under center and it opens things up, I love it. I hope that they continue to do it. What's funny is it's like, I think everybody, because we're so used to them not doing it at all, we're seeing these handful of snaps a game and thinking like, oh, they're going to be an under center offense. this is rudimentary. Like, this is just like tip of the iceberg. Like, this is
Right.
not a fully under
Like if
center
you
operation.
compare them to all the teams, this is nothing.
Right, exactly. This is nothing, right? And so, yeah, I think that they certainly, there's still meat on the bone there that they could decide that, hey, you know what, we want to do more of that. We want to lean more into it. To me, I think, and I was going to talk about this later on today on the Eagle show at 2 o'clock. I think the big thing is, all right, if we're not going to run the quarterback as often, right? Like, and we're not going to, the offensive line is not what it has been in the past because of injuries, finding ways to find those easy button throws with under center, that's something that you can lean into because it's just host. And we've talked about this in the past. It's so hard to live without it.
I know.
Hey, Freddie, you watched the film. I just want to go back to Michael Carter for a second. I was reading some Jets blog about it where they're not too worried about losing him. And the article had mentioned, I mean, Pro Football Focus is what it is, but they mentioned that he ranked 111 out of 113 eligible cornerbacks. Is he having that bad a year?
Well, so a couple things. First of all, it was a couple years ago. I mean, when he got drafted in the 4th round back in 2021, it was the Robert Saleh scheme, zone heavy system. They put him in right away, and he was outstanding. Now they signed him to an extension and gave him real money a couple years ago. He got injured, and then the staff got fired. And that defense last year went completely in the tank. And then they bring in a new defensive coordinator and a new system with Aaron Glenn that is much more man-to-man coverage. And he could play man-to-man coverage, but the problem with playing man-to-man is that if you look at the teams that play a lot of man, you're gonna get knocked in terms of like giving up big plays. PFF's not gonna treat you kindly in that way. That was always a big knock. If you remember, like when Trayvon Diggs down in Dallas was having big years with interceptions, and PFF would always knock him down because, oh well, he'd give up explosive plays. Well, if you play a lot of man, you're gonna give up plays. Marshawn Lattimore, the same thing in New Orleans. So if you play a lot of man, typically you're going to give up plays. So yeah, he's given up some big plays. They went out and they made a trade earlier this summer, late in training camp, for Jarvis Brownlee from Tennessee, who has come in and he's kind of taken over a lot of that role. He has been more of like your the typical man-to-man slot corner, so he took on a little bit more of a bigger role there. So yeah, I think that was kind of the writing on the wall in terms of Michael Carter and his future with that team. I think that, to me, like, if you're talking about level of player at his peak a couple years ago, pre-injury, that defensive scheme when they were hitting on all cylinders, it's like Avonte Maddox. Now, am I saying that they're trading for peak Avonte Maddox right now? I don't know that I would necessarily expect it, but it's also not without the outside the complete realm of possibility either.
Hey, so let's talk about the deadline for a second, because it feels like it's going to be a little quiet this year. Reading and talking to people, some agents, and around the league. And by the way, and you and I were texting about it, but this Myles Garrett thing that took a leg of its, it took a life of its own yesterday, because who was it? Charles Robinson put out Howie. Yeah, well, would Howie want Myles Garrett? Yeah. Is he going to give up 3 first-round picks? He's not. And is he getting traded? He's not. Like, and it became this crazy thing yesterday where people are like, was we getting Myles Garrett? It's unbelievable how these things take a life of their own.
This is the world that we live in. I think that, look, there's so many different layers to a conversation like that, because, like, all right, is Cleveland able to trade him? Do they want to trade him? And you could make the argument, Albert Breer from Sports Illustrated made the argument actually earlier this week before this report came out that, yeah, like, it might make some sense for Cleveland to try and trade Myles Garrett, even though they just gave him that huge record-breaking extension 8 months ago, right? Literally in February, March, they just signed into a huge extension after he made that trade request. So I think that you can make the argument from Cleveland's side of it. I just think there are so many different hoops you have to jump through. We're going to talk about that later and kind of really hash it out on the 2 o'clock show. But I do think that that's a heavy bat to swing. I don't know that the Eagles are in a position to be able to do that, but yeah, there's certainly a lot of layers to a deal like that.
Yeah, I in fact, when these rumors come out, you could tell what's real and what's not by kind of responses you get. And it's like, when you get the like, dude, no. Like, when you get the, like, no. I'm like, stop. Don't waste my time with dumb stuff. Like, that's not happening. That's when you know it's
And
that's when you
well,
know it's
and,
not
that, and
happening.
that's
You know?
right. And that's what, to me, like, it's always interesting to kind of read between the lines, whether it's off the record responses or on the record responses. Then that's why, to me, like, and not to go down this rabbit hole because it's it's a beautiful Friday morning here in Philadelphia. But the hearing or reading Jeffrey Lurie go on the record when he asked about AJ Brown last week at owners meetings, like, to me, like, that was notable because he could have very easily just said, like, yeah, like, that's absolutely nothing. But by responding like, hey, like, we're gonna do what's best for the Philadelphia Eagles, like, to me, like, that's like the door's open to read that either way.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so now let's take this moment and first let's look at where the Eagles, in your mind, stand in the NFC. So we know the players, right? You're
Yep.
going to have, if we're going to do blind rankings, they did blind rankings with me with the candy. We can play this game a little bit. So if I say to you, Detroit, where's Detroit?
I would say Detroit 3.
Wow. I have Detroit 1. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
I could say the top 3 are very close.
Yeah. All right. Green Bay.
I would say Green Bay. I'd put Green Bay at 1.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I got those flopped. And then the
Yep.
Eagles 2, right? You have the Eagles 2?
2.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have the Eagles 2. I have Green Bay 3. But I'm with you. Like, I think Green Bay's really good.
Yeah.
Especially now that they're healthy at the receiver spot. That's a big deal.
Yeah, and they've had, I think when you look at the teams that they've played so far, it hasn't always been pretty with them, but this is a team that has outstanding talent on both sides of the football. It's a defense that I think the arrow is continuing to point up as they find, what works best for us, how we want to play. They got better as the year went on last year as well. And then offensively, I mean, they can run the ball, they can out scheme you, they can out talent you. The quarterback is a big game hunter. He's going to try and make big plays down the field with those explosive receivers. So I think that's and look, the Eagles
getting Watson
back
back is huge because
Yeah.
between Watson and Dobbs and the kid, I mean, that's formidable. With Kraft.
And then Tucker Kraft is playing as like the best tight end in football right now. So that is a very good football team. The Eagles play Green Bay next week, and they've got Detroit the week after that. So we'll find a lot out about this NFC race certainly in the next 3 weeks.
Now, I think I'd have Tampa 4 when healthy.
Right.
Like when they're fully healthy, at some point they're going to get fully healthy. I mean, you're not going to get Evans, but you're going to get everybody else. I mean, Bucky Irving comes back. Because they haven't had Bucky Irving all year.
Right.
I mean, McMillan comes back. I mean, they're going to be tough.
Yeah, and I think when you look at Tampa, that would be a team. I mean, Seattle, like that defense is legitimate. Offensively, they're creating explosive plays in the run game and in the pass game. So this NFC, it's a loaded group right now. Dallas's offense. I mean, that defense is a sieve, but Dallas's offense can beat anybody any given day. So it's a tough conference right now.
What don't you like about Green? Because we argue about Packers all the time.
I just don't believe in the quarterback. He's talented. I just don't think he's got it. Doesn't feel like a guy who's got it.
Man, watch him Sunday night go 18 in a row. It looks like he's got it to me.
Yeah, I'd rather, I think everyone undervalues the Rams. I don't know why everyone undervalues the Rams. They went toe-to-toe with the Birds last year. Their defense is even better this year. They've given up the fewest points, I think, in the conference.
I'm not in love with their back end, though.
But they've given up the fewest points in the conference, so it's working.
It's a lot of times who you play.
Yeah, I mean, the Rams are good too. The Rams are right in that mix for me. So I would definitely not sleep on that team.
He hates them.
I don't hate them. I just don't fear them. I don't think they're as good as Detroit, Green Bay, or Tampa when healthy. Like after that, I think they're decent.
I think the X factor is the quarterback. I think he's the best quarterback in the conference.
I mean, if he's healthy,
yeah,
if he's standing up,
yeah.
I mean, I like Stafford. But, he'll also throw a pick, bad pick. Like, he's not above that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Lions are the nastiest team. Like, the Lions
Let's
to
talk
me.
about the back end. I mean, can they really keep playing like this, these guys?
Yeah, but here's the problem with them is that offensively they're so good that they're going to force the game into you got to score to keep up with them.
Yeah, and that's if they're able to put up points early on, then they're going to try and count on that pass rush to be able to get home. So look, the big reason why that team fell off last year was due to just the
The whole
injuries. It was an
defense
avalanche
got
of
hurt.
injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole defense was battered by the time you got to the end of last season. So if they're able to even sustain half of that this year, because they've been banged up on that side as well. I mean, that secondary has been banged up once again. So if they can stay moderately healthy, there's a reason to think that that team should be able to go on some type of run.
Yeah. The running backs, Gibbs is to me, he's the best back in the league. Better than Saquon, better than Bijan. I mean, that kid, he's ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
Young legs, receiver, all the explosiveness.
How about his route running?
No question.
Oh my God. He's an amazing receiver. All right. I got to get you with this real quick. So tomorrow, the Nittany Lions are a 21-point underdog. We went from circling that game like, this is it. This is going to be the road to the championship. We circled 2 games, Oregon and Ohio State. And my God, who would have thought that here we stand on the precipice of the Ohio State game, and they're 21-point underdogs.
I mean, that the offense, you can't count on anything with that group right now. The pass game is a tough watch. They're leaning into Katron Allen. It's becoming less of a split backfield and leaning more into Allen here in recent weeks. But look, this is a team that's got a lot of talent. But I think the upheaval, certainly by firing James Franklin, there hasn't really been a huge spark there, in terms of trying to make that move, and then obviously losing Drew Aller, who has his flaws, but they have not been able to sustain any sort of success passing the football, and they're going up against, one of the best defenses we've seen in recent years at the college level. When you look at certainly at the talent at all 3 levels, but then what they do schematically, Matt Patricia is doing an outstanding job with that unit with Ohio State. And so not surprised that that's what the number is going into this matchup.
So who do you want? Matt just got his extension. You want Elko? We've got Penn roots.
Yeah, he's got some of the Northeast roots there. Mike Elko. He's got Texas A&M balling right now too, though. And he's had success there in the past as a defensive coordinator. It's going to be very interesting, man, because honestly, like if you are a big time head coach, all right, well, you've got LSU, which that's a whole
Florida,
a whole podcast on what's going on down there. But you've got LSU and you've got Florida, like two very big jobs. And when you see Nebraska ponies up for Matt Rule and Indiana obviously takes care of Cignetti, is Lane Kiffin going to end up actually going anywhere, or is he going to stay at Ole Miss? My guess is that he ends up staying at Ole Miss. Who's taking these jobs, right? Like from a musical chair standpoint.
Yeah, I don't think Urban Meyer, Saban's already.
Right.
They're like, no,
right. So who's going to end up getting hired? It's going to be a fascinating coaching carousel by the time we get to December. Not to mention, with the expanded playoff, like how many of these coaches are going to be, if you're looking for a big time coach, is if Lane Kiffin's in the middle of the playoff race, like he's not leaving to go to Penn State or to Florida or LSU, right? Like it's going to be really, really interesting these next few weeks.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by it. It's if I'm an NFL guy with college becoming more and more like the NFL, I'd go down there and get bigger money.
You get huge money. The lifestyle, the quality of life is worse. So there's there's going to be some trade-off there. But it's like I said, we've never seen anything. When you think about all these programs we just talked about, not to mention Arkansas, Virginia Tech is open, Stanford's open. Like today's Halloween. We have all these. This is unheard of in college football. So it's a new landscape. It's a brand new world. And how these next few weeks go, literally like we've never seen it before.
I know.
Hey, real quick before you go, we had a question in the chat. Poke 5 wanted to know if you know why Ty Robinson can't get on the field.
I mean, look, last year we saw Vic Fangio. They didn't have a huge rotation along the defensive line, right? And so they've got their guys. They're going to play their guys. And right now, he's not cracking that initial lineup until he gives them a reason to. I don't expect that to change.
And Vic also likes his veterans.
Yeah,
he was forced to play the kids last year. So, Franny, great stuff. 2:00 today, buddy. Right?
2:00 today, myself and Daniz Selman, the professor, will be joining me. We'll go through, Myles Garrett. We'll go through the offensive changes. We'll go through a bunch, and then make sure you check out my newsletter. My latest newsletter, draft newsletter, just went out at 9:00. So subscribe. I just posted that on social media.
Subscribe it, baby. You gotta read it.
Yeah, Diehard special goes on through today. I think the Brandon Graham special, 55%.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
Today.
Please become a diehard. We'd appreciate it, and you'll love it. You get a lot of great value for it. What's EJ in Champs-Élysées? He's in Paris.
Yeah, he's out in Paris and he's like sending videos. I'm like, dude, like go to sleep, man. Like, what are you doing? Enjoy the bye week. But he's sending videos as we speak.
I love it. Franny, you're the best, buddy. Thanks, pal.
Appreciate it, guys.
The great Franny Films on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. All right, let's talk pucks.
Yeah.
How about last night? Zegras. They
Love
looked
it.
good last night. I said 5-2, 4-1.
Yeah,
All right.
you're on it.
Close.
Ladar, dude, 32 saves.
Dude,
33
Ladar. I mean, how about Danny?
He had a good offseason.
Danny's Howie-like.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Let's get a little bit more on this whole story with our man. No one does it better covering the Flyers. All PHLY Fly guys with Bill Matz, our man on the Xfinity mobile call-in line, Charlie O.
Charlie,
You got to make you got to make something for Charlie.
I got a list.
Come on,
I've been
man.
a little bit.
I need Charlie
After this weekend, I'm going to start cranking out some intros.
Come on, man. We got you're overdue now. All right, it's a bye week.
Man, I was chasing down Dombo at the yacht club.
All right, all right.
Come on.
Good morning, child. What do you say, buddy?
How's it going, guys?
Listen,
Going well.
they're fun. They're fun. Now, Zegras, for the life of me, Charlie, and I know we've talked about this off the air, on the air, the whole thing. I still don't understand how you got Zegras so cheap.
It's a really good question. And all I can say is that Anaheim, for whatever reason, and I suspect there were a lot of factors at play, decided that they didn't want to build around this guy. And hey, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And right now, Zegras has certainly been treasure for the Flyers. What was really interesting about last night's game, and both Rick Tocchet and the players were open about this. They didn't play all that well. This was not a well-played game overall by the Flyers. They got outshot by a lot. They lost the scoring chance battle. The Predators had the puck more. But the difference between this Flyers team and the Flyers teams from the rest of this decade, from the 2020s, is that this team has the skill level at the top, talking guys like Zegras and guys like Michkov, where even when they get outplayed, they have guys at the top of the lineup who could just manufacture goals on, 2 or 3 really good shifts. And, at least so far, they have the goaltending that can weather the storm even when they're dealing with 30, 35 shots and a bunch of scoring chances like they were last night. That was the key difference. The Flyers, in a lot of ways, did not deserve to win last night's game, and they knew it. Rick Tocchet straight up said that Dan Vladar was the smelling salts for the team because they were asleep the first 2 periods.
Between that and the penalties.
Yeah. I mean, in 2022, the Flyers don't win this game. They don't because they don't have the skill to manufacture 4 goals. This team, though, with Zegras and Michkov, seems like they do.
So, Michkov, I'm excited because I feel like Michkov is starting to catch his stride.
Yeah, he looked even better last night. Gets 2 primary assists, and they were both really nice plays. You have the one play along the boards where he's just battling. He's dealing with multiple guys. He finds a way to hold the puck, get it to Zegras. And then the other one, apparently, he was thinking about doing a Michigan behind the net and then decided he couldn't do it, so he gets it off to Drysdale to get Jamie Drysdale's first goal of the year. Looks like Michkov is getting going.
It's wild because it's like they're just obsessed with trying to defend that Michigan goal. Like they're so like
it's great about it. It's great.
2 guys are like totally
it's
locked in on them.
What happens is that it opens the ice up.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, nobody wants to be the
Right.
guy who gives up the first Mishkov Michigan goal because they all know he wants to do it. So now he can take advantage of that.
Exactly. So 6-3-1. I mean, would you grade their start? I mean, let's kind of dive in a little bit and what you like and things that you want to see more of or do better.
Yeah, I mean, I think their start is an A. I mean, if you want to go A minus, that's fine. Probably solely because Matvei Mishkov hasn't looked like Matvei Mishkov. But, that's one of the exciting things. And I talked to Cam York after the game about this, is that like they're doing this well without the guy who scored the most points on the team last year providing a heck of a lot. And York told me, he's like, look, we know Maffei's going to get going. We know how skilled he is, and we know how hard he's working to round out his game with Rick Tocchet. But we know it's just a matter of time before the goals and the points are going to start coming. Obviously, he had 2 points last night. But in terms of what I like, loving their defensive play. Last night wasn't quite as good, but I feel like that was a little bit more the offense, although they still did a good job of keeping the Predators to the outside on the whole. So I've been loving their defensive play, been loving the goaltending, particularly from Dan Vladar, and it seems like this is a team that's going to have real forward depth. That Cates line is still rolling. Zegras is at a punch. You've got Tippett, who's still off and on. I thought last night was a rough game for him, but he's had some real good games. It seems like this is a team that can roll 3 lines. And, fingers crossed that Sean Couturier didn't get banged up too bad. He left the game after the first period, didn't come back for the final 2. So fingers crossed there, because that would hurt a lot losing your captain. But overall, I would say that the scoring depth, the team defense, and Dan Vladar and net, all really impressive stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the Vladar thing we've talked about a lot, but man, Danny's done a great job. You pointed that out about, getting them set for this year to be competitive and, understanding that the future is where it's at.
Yeah, the one thing that's a negative, and it's nothing to do with what the Flyers have done, basically all these highly touted free agents, they're all re-signing with their teams. So it doesn't look like the free agent market is going to be where the action's at next summer, unfortunately. But the flip side of that is that means that it's going to be the trade market where guys are making moves, where GMs are attacking. And if the Flyers can establish themselves this year, look, they're not going to establish themselves as a cup contender this year. I think everybody can agree with that. But if they can establish themselves as a young team on the rise, the thing about making trades for big players, for big name players, for guys that can move the needle, a lot of times the only reason why those guys are available is because they're going to be up for a contract soon. And the thing is that if you want those guys to approve their no trade clause to go join your team, or if you want them to be willing to re-sign with you, which is a lot of times the big reason why you're willing to give up a lot in a trade, because you're not just getting them for 1 year, you're getting them for 7 or 8 because they'll re-sign with you. You need to be a destination. And I think if they can keep this up this year, they're suddenly going to be a destination for big name guys who are looking for a change of scenery, because who doesn't want to play for a team young, on the rise, looking like they're building towards something, with a coach that's well respected, with young players like Mishkov and Zegras who are established themselves as high-end guys in the league. That's an exciting team, and maybe that's how they're going to eventually add the pieces that they need in order to take the next step. That and Porter Martone turning pro, that'll help too.
Who have all re-signed for everybody, so everybody knows?
Well, they got to re-sign Zegras, which right now, I mean, look,
around the league. The potential free agents.
Potential free agents. Well, Marty Nate just re-signed yesterday, signed a big deal with Colorado.
Kind of knew that was happening.
McDavid obviously re-signed. You had Kaprizov re-signed just before the season started. Kyle Connor re-signed. So a lot of the big names that people were looking at as being like, ooh, maybe the Flyers can convince them. Jack Eichel re-signed. They're all re-upping with their teams. Like I think Kempe in LA might be the best free agent left on the board, and there's a good chance he re-ups too. So the trade market is probably going to be what Danny's going to have to attack to improve this team in the offseason, it's looking like.
It was funny because you kept hearing about maybe McDavid would get weary in Edmonton. Depending on what happens, you hear anything about, might he be on the trade market?
Well, he signed a short-term deal, and it's very clear that was something of an ultimatum to the Oilers. Kind of like, all right, I'm going to give you a couple more years. And if we don't win a cup in a couple more years, I'm out of here. Maybe even if they do win a cup in a couple more years, he's still out of here because then he would have done all he wanted to do in Edmonton. Then he can go elsewhere and play in a big market and get what he wants from a financial standpoint and from a whatever.
Belongs out of Edmonton. I hate to say it, but
it would be nice. It would be nice, but that's no longer a this year question. That's probably more of a 2 years down the line question. Which, in all honesty, with the way the Flyers are trending, might actually fit the Flyers' timeline better because by then they might be a team that McDavid's like, want to join Philly and play with Zegras and Mishkov.
Yeah. No, it's a great point. That's a great point. All right. What do you want to see? Like, what are you going to be looking for improvement-wise coming up over the next 10?
Well, I mean, this weekend they have a back-to-back. They play Toronto and Calgary. I want them to show on Saturday and Sunday that like last night's process wasn't good. The results were good. The process wasn't good. You get good goaltending, you get some timely goals. Sure, for one game, that's fine. Win's a win. It's all good. But you want to make sure that doesn't turn into 2 games with a bad process, 3 games with a bad process. I want to see them this weekend, not getting outshot by 15 shots on goal. I want to see them controlling the play. So that's, I think, the big thing for me. So far, aside from last night, process has been strong. They're generating scoring chances. They're winning the middle of the ice. They're working hard. Last night you saw a bit of a regression. They won the game, so you can brush it aside as long as Saturday they come out and they show that it was a one-game aberration and they can win the right way. I don't think last night was really winning the right way. Win's a win, but I want to see them show that that was just a one-game aberration.
All right, I like it. Are you a fan of Halloween?
I am. I do enjoy Halloween. Actually, this is going to be one of the first years in a few that I can sit outside and give out candy. That'll be fun.
Nice.
Look at that.
What are you giving out?
Oh, we got the good stuff. Don't worry. We got your Reese cups, your Kit Kats, all the A-tier candies.
A-tier.
I expect that from Charlie. Charlie's an A's an A-tier
Any
guy.
nerds?
I don't think there's any
trash.
nerds in the bag. I was never a nerds guy.
That's trash candy.
I was a chocolate guy. Come on.
My man. That's it. Because you got real taste. Nerds is garbage.
Agreed, man. Agreed.
Yeah. Good job, Chow. What's your schedule? You got games tomorrow over the weekend, so you'll be tied up doing that.
Yeah. Saturday, Sunday, they're playing at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. Today, however, for me, full day off. No practice, no show. But I'll be back on Saturday to break down Saturday's, hopefully, their win over the Toronto Maple Leafs.
All right. Well, you enjoy yourself, buddy. All right? We love you. Thanks, pal.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Jolly-O.
He doesn't go X-Mobile or Xfinity Mobile Arena.
I don't like X-Mo either.
I don't love X-Mo.
I don't like X-Mo.
I like the X.
I like the X.
X-Mo is a bad
It's
nickname.
bad. It's bad. I agree. I just go to the X.
Yeah, the X sounds good.
Yeah.
Just
X.
Yeah, X is great. Like, just go that. X-Mo. It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's a try too hard kind of piece.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right. Let's take care of some business. And then we go to Mikey G, NFL Network, to take a look at the landscape of the NFL. Trade deadline is closing in. But first, what do we got there, VG?
Well, you know who's playing championship level car deals every single day? Elkins Chevrolet. That's who. Right off Route 73 South in Marlton, New Jersey. It's a 3-man team. Jason, Adam, and Josh, brothers in the store daily, calling the plays and delivering wins. No fumbles, no drama, just a hometown squad with a deep bunch of Chevys and prices that'll make you cheer. They call it honking good service, and trust me, it's a slam dunk. So if you're scouting for a new Chevy or pre-owned MVP, make your next move Elkins Chevrolet. Real brothers, real deals, and a whole lot of honking good service. Shop now at elkinschevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
All right. I like it. Let's talk about Parks Casino. And the Parks, we were the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. We were there last night. Andrew and I, do us a favor. We, the Brain and I went through the entire card, NFL and college, right? And you can check that out on the Parks channel, right, Andrew?
Yeah, right on the Parks channel, right on PHLY. Go to Parks, and you'll find us there.
Yep, and on that Parks channel, you'll see all the games and everything. So check it out. We go through it all. A lot of picks, a lot of good stuff. Tonight, the World Series is back. Toronto up 3-2. Back home, Yamamoto on the mound. What do we got?
Dodgers minus 143.
Wow. Yamamoto Gaussman. I'm hoping for 7 games.
I think it ends tonight.
I think it's over tonight too.
Do you?
I do.
I think so.
Feels like a thin line.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's gonna be a spooky night for LA.
It's funny. I was on a call yesterday with some LA people, and they were like freaking out.
Yeah, they should be.
They were like, "Ah!" And then, it's like, that's who they are, though. They go into funks, hitting funks.
Yeah, they had stretches where they lost like 8 out of 9.
Like they weren't great this year.
No.
And, the Jays hit. They don't strike out. They're built correctly. All right? Dombo.
They have a good approach.
Listen, little Dave. They're built correctly.
Their players don't swing at pitches out of the zone.
Yeah, well, because guess what? They actually have real players. Not, 220-pound singles hitters.
Take notes.
6'4".
Take notes.
Right? Not like bearded Smurfs hitting fifth. Not lefty. Little Dom.
Sixers are -2 tonight.
Sixers -2?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get crazy for the NBA Cup.
I can't do that.
No, dude.
I can't go crazy for the Cup.
No.
I'm just crazy for the Sixers.
Yeah.
I'm silly for the Sixers, not crazy for the Cup.
I'm excited.
What's the maxi over tonight? Let's see.
I'll say maxi 36 tonight. The over-under is going to be 30. I'll say 30.
Sometimes this happens when it's early
And
in
I
the
think
day.
it
They
goes-
just give me like 20 or more,
I think
30
it
or
goes
more.
for 36.
36. Well, you get maxi at over 35 for plus 170.
It's not even that high, plus 170.
That's pretty good
For
a guy who's
36?
He's averaging. What's he averaging? 38.
That therein lies my point, is that he's average, like he's off to such a start. It's incredible. Tyrese, gotta love it. Check it out. The Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app, all the props, live bet all weekend long, all football, you name it's there. And there's always another way to win. Live dealer blackjack, roulette, craps, all the hot slots you want, Huff and more puff, cash eruption.
Ghost and gold.
Ghost and gold. Wow, look at that. It's all there. New customers get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. Got to be in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. You got to be 21. Now, let us go to our man on the NFL Network. And we got to start and show him this picture because it's Halloween.
Oh, yes.
And he looks like it's Mikey G in the NFL version of The Shining.
Yeah.
That's it.
He said,
Here's
Saquon
Mikey.
Barkley's locker.
Here's Mikey on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. There he is.
Not a great picture. Not a great picture. I hate to be like my wife, but like delete that. That's not a great picture.
You look at that.
That's a great hoodie.
Dude, that hoodie's awesome.
It's a little busy. It's a little busy. No. So they got the patch over here, which is good. Like this is good. I would have stopped here, but then there's like this over here.
Wow.
And it gets.
Oh, he's got the ice cream cup hat on too. It's all
This
Philly
is
up.
on, this thing, that
Wow,
Philly's
there's
on
a
the
lot
hood.
on
Just-
there.
I
Like,
like
if I
the
took-
hood. They
I
should
know.
just kill the sleeves.
Yeah.
Keep
well,
the hood.
This has got to go.
Yeah.
But this is I like this patch here
I'm down with the patch.
with this, and then I
Yeah.
would have killed I would have stopped there.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
yeah.
it's good. Yeah.
I mean, the hood's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to walk around with your hood up, so you're not breaking into.
And if we just get rid of the, because there's too many P's, right? Too many P's.
yeah,
And then we don't need the Phillies here if we got the Phillies back. So if we just got rid of this sleeve, I wonder if I can get somebody to take this off and make it not look horrible.
yeah.
I'll see what I can
Well,
do.
it's a great. Where'd you get it at?
I think it was a Fanatics purchase, but the brand says Pro. I don't know what this is. Pro? You see this?
Yeah.
Right here? You can't see that. I don't know.
It
It's
looks
like Pro with
It's great, dude. It looks.
it's Pro with a sewing needle through it. So I don't know. Yeah. No idea.
very good. I got to tell you, it's
Thank you.
sharp.
This is my Halloween costume.
What are the girls dressed up as?
K-pop Demon Hunters. You know about them?
Yes.
Bro,
They're-
60% of the school this morning was K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
It's wild.
These,
Isn't
and
it
I was
crazy?
like, but I thought to myself, these dudes, whoever's behind it, made so much money this year on Halloween, but half of it's counterfeit. So they probably didn't even make as much as I think they made. So
Oh, it's all count. Yeah, without a doubt.
yeah,
But you know what's nuts? You would think, as varied and niche as the world has become, like whatever you're into, like you could find.
yeah,
The kids are pretty pack mentality.
They are.
yeah.
Like the kids,
They are.
like we just like this, and all of them like that, and all of them are dressed the same way. Like it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and that's why Taylor Swift is making billions upon billions hand over fist, right?
Yes.
Because she's
Yes.
there's no like there's a couple. There's Sabrina Carpenter, although I was gonna say she dropped some bad words in there, but so does Taylor. Taylor wrote a whole song about,
Yeah.
But like there's
I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know what she wrote about. What's she writing about, Mike?
You don't know, or you just want me to say it?
No, I don't know.
There's a song on the album. The title is Wood. All right,
Oh,
go
all
do
right.
some research.
Say no more.
Go do.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact,
even
it
I
was
knew
brought up
that.
on the
You Mr. Music.
on
I didn't
the-
know
I
that.
don't pay attention to
Mr. Music guy.
pop music
Well,
so much.
I was gonna say that's not Mr. Music is not dealing in that demographic.
No,
I don't think.
I
But-
know, but I mean, somehow through osmosis, I knew that.
Well, it was discussed on the New Heights podcast where Jason had a good.
That's where I read it.
If she had,
I read about
if she had
that,
written
yeah.
about me, it would have been a different
right.
a different song, basically. Anyway, no, the kids are into the trends, you know.
It's,
Whoa. Yeah, I'm looking at these lyrics, a little salacious.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, and then wait, hold on, and then she's in the box during the game with Ed and Donna, and it's like, hey, did you guys catch that? That's that 13th track on my album there. Yeah, pretty good, huh?
I know, right? I mean, it's got to be awkward.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving's going to be awkward.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the deadline. Yesterday, the Myles Garrett thing took a life of its own, and it's funny because I was talking to somebody down there, and they're like, "Dude, not happening." I mean, and it was said with such don't it's
Exhaustion.
not happening. So
Right, yeah.
why even talk about it type of thing.
Yeah. So you want to talk about it?
So I need you to say, no, it's not happening, stupid, blah, blah, blah.
I'm just so scared to say anything anymore these days because everything lives forever. And it's like, I already said it. The Eagles trade A.J. Brown. I'm shutting down all my social media accounts because I don't even, I've said it so many times on there that there's going to be so much material for old takes exposed to dig through.
Listen, we're all going to be wrong at times. Like you get information and sometimes that information could be either an end around piece or legitimately at the time they weren't going to do anything and then something happened.
And things change. It is what it is. So but it's like, I could say it's not going to happen from the Eagles end. And then I can say that doesn't even matter because it's not going to happen from the Browns end, which I don't understand why they didn't take the opening he gave them in the offseason. Like, you had to know you weren't competing this year. You had to know you're a couple of years from figuring out the quarterback position. He put out so it's like, it's not even like, hey, why did you trade our franchise player? Well, he asked for it and he put a letter out there and he even signed the little letter at the bottom there. Like, take the opening there. You had a great draft class. You could have had an amazing draft class if you had taken a couple more first-round picks and whatever else you were going to get on top of that. For a guy who is unbelievable at what he does right now, but it doesn't help you.
Right.
It doesn't help you at all. So I don't know why they didn't make the move in the offseason.
I agree.
Now they're at the point where they're sort of dug in. Look, if you're going to do it now, why do it now when you could just wait a couple of months and do it in the offseason now? Like, that's the time where the big trades happen because that's where everybody's got the draft capital that you're going to use right away. That's where everybody's got the money that hasn't been budgeted yet. It's just so hard. That's why when I'm talking about this trade deadline, I'm like, I don't see blockbuster deals happening because everybody's got to create the financial space for it. There's just too many moving parts at this point. Usually the bigger trades are in the offseason. Here is where you've got the Jacoby Myers, Brees Hall's an interesting one. These guys that are going to be free agents in the offseason, and we haven't been able to do a deal. This guy wants to, like, now you make that move and you get something for that guy.
So who do you think does what? First of all, I guess let's stay home for a second. Everybody's looking for an edge guy. Like everybody's looking for a pass rusher.
Yeah.
Do you see how we grabbing anything for that room?
Yeah, I mean, they're Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips, the two guys down in Miami. I think one of them gets moved, maybe even both of them. I mean, at this point, so those guys are available. Trying to think of the other edge guys.
They're
Kayvon
so
Thibodeau,
bad, mind you. That team is
Yeah.
dreadful. Oh,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
horrible.
They need a full control, alt delete or whatever the keys are to just fully reboot that thing down there. I'm talking coach, head coach. I'm talking head coach, GM, quarterback, like complete reset down there.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Kayvon Thibodeau is another guy that been mentioned. I don't see the Giants moving him. My understanding is they plan on they built up the front. Now they're not going to start taking it apart. That's the whole plan that they've got long term there. Yeah, there are a couple other edge guys that are Arden Key's another guy who's like an interior. He's a DN, depending on what kind of front you play. So not big names, but like guys that can come in and maybe give you a little bit of a pass rush help there. They made the trade for Michael Carter at the cornerback position. We had Cooper DeJean the other day that's going to run tonight, but we taped it the other day before the trade. So I didn't get a chance to ask him about what was being at. Hey, listen, you can play him outside. Great. Who's playing inside? Well, that's what Michael Carter has been for the Jets' entire career.
What do you think? Does Houston get involved?
With what?
Do they sell?
I've heard a little bit of mix down there. Yeah, I've heard a little bit of both there. I wouldn't be surprised if they do something. It's almost like a move where you're saying, well, we're still trying to compete this year, because they could. I mean, like Indy's playing so far above their heads, at some point they got to come back down to earth, and then you may look up and say, hey, we're 1-2 games behind in the division. And I think they haven't even played them yet. I think they play them twice coming up here and down the stretch here. So whenever I've talked to Houston, it's been about like, no, we're still in competing mode down here. But that doesn't mean you can't sell off a piece and say, hey, we're still trying to compete here.
Yeah. Well, it's like the NFC's more, I think, deeper, had better teams. The AFC's fascinating. Like, you got the matchup this week, right? Kansas City and Buffalo. And that's it. Like, I mean, Denver's good and New England's good, but they're not Kansas City and they're not Buffalo.
Yeah, well, that's what I find interesting, though, because you're going to get Baltimore has already started. They're going to make a charge, and they're going to be in the playoffs. They're not going to have the 1 seed. Maybe they win the division, they get a home game, then they got to go and win a couple of games on the road. They're still a dangerous team, and I think that they are.
Their back end, though, their defense, I don't know. I mean, I know they just got healthy, so it's going to take a minute, but
yeah,
I mean, they feel
like they
wide open last night.
They feel like they added Alohi Gilman, who's going to help them, and now that they're healthy, it's almost like an extended, not even training camp, but like an extended first part of the season where you're figuring out the pieces. Like every time I talk there's no panic down there, and there hasn't been panic at all. I'm like, you can sometimes sense when they're trying to psych themselves into thinking that. Like when I had the conversations with the coaching staff and people on the personnel side there, it's like, everybody relax, we're totally fine. And I did find it sort of funny that all of a sudden Todd Monken, his play calling was being called into question. Play calling with Cooper Rush versus play calling with Lamar Jackson. Like, play calling is going to look a lot better once Lamar. And listen, Patrick Ricard, their fullback. I mean, I know it's not the sexiest thing, but that was a big part of their offense. I agree. Yeah, and now he's back. Like, check the play calling once you're at full strength, and then get back to me. I mean, that's kind of. And I like it.
I mean, look at Henry last night. Like, it's just a matter of time. Like when they're healthy, and Lamar's in the game, it's just a matter of time before Henry breaks off 1 or 2 big runs.
Yeah, and I likened it to Patullo down there. It was like the players were saying we were just off here and there, and all of a sudden, like, he's getting the praise because things are back and working well from a personnel standpoint. I think the AJ part is interesting, and when they come back from the bye, expecting that he's going to be a part of it, how do you keep that rolling? Keep him happy somehow? I think. I mean, honestly, it feels like they're at the point where they go, okay, that's just kind of the way it's going to be, and we're okay with that because we won a Super Bowl with it last year. It may have looked that like it was better and put to bed when it really wasn't the entire season, and so we're okay with a little bit of uncomfortability and some social media posts that nobody can quite figure out what's going on.
So the only thing I fear moving forward with their offense, hey, it's one thing to run against the Giants. Giants do not have a good run defense, and it looked great and the whole thing. But, is this run game fixed? I still need to see that. You got Green Bay, Detroit coming up, and we'll find out.
Yeah, it's I just think that team needed so many good vibes at that point that and sometimes like I've thought about that where when teams get this excited and it's like you just beat a team that's like 2-6, not going to the playoffs. Like you're supposed to beat them. You lost to them badly a couple of weeks ago, but it's kind of that feeling of we just got to feel really good about stuff right now.
Right.
And that's sort of the way the locker room felt to me post game. Even when Jalen was talking, there was some cheers going on. I think it was in the family area, which is right outside that room, and just the reactions. And I was like, this is the most joyous locker room I've seen in a long time. When he ran off the field, he gave a couple of these, and then he jumped up and he smacked the fan's hand. And I was like, that was probably the most demonstrative I've ever seen him coming off the field.
Dude, I
during a
thought the
regular
same
season
thing.
game.
I was like,
Yeah.
wow. And I tell you, I loved it. I found it endearing. I was like, dude, if you give me a little, like, listen, I'm not about the eye candy, but give me a little bit of that stuff. You know what? Become a little bit more endearing. I think it helps you in the room.
I think it said to me, because I went back, I was like, let me just double check. And I went back and because that's the last guy off and he's the biggest name. So I usually record a lot of that. I cover enough games. And he's usually like a slow walk off or even a slow jog. And he just kind of just, but that was like pump. And I think it was this feeling of like, I've been dealing with so much crap this year. And the expectations, a lot of times we talk about the Super Bowl hangover if you lose the Super Bowl, which they dealt with a couple of years ago, but also when you win it as well. Number one with that, 2, the AJ stuff, 3, his every move is just
microscope
analyzed, overanalyzed to a point. And I think it was just it's the bye week. Great. Saquon even said it at some point, like we need to get away from each other. Right.
Yeah.
So it was the bye week. We got this thing righted. We could take a breath. Things are moving in the right direction. The game was without AJ, so I think that took maybe some pressure off of everybody, Ant, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't mean it to be a negative, but I felt like maybe they needed that break, and maybe he needed that break. I don't know. I'm just that's what I read into that moment.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think, that was a big piece of what, Nick's thinking is like, dude, guys, you're off till Monday. Go enjoy yourself. Just get away from it. It's been long. We've been at it since training camp. Just get away from it. Get away from each other. Go be, spend time with your families and your friends and just feel better about it. And I'm with you. I thought the same thing. I do think Jalen's interesting because it's like I think he feels like he always has to prove he's the guy. Like it's perpetual. Like even though you've won and you're an MVP and everything else, but there's this perpetual feeling of having to prove that you're the guy.
Tom Brady always felt that way too, right? Never let go of that 6th round pick. That feeling you saw it in the NFL Films clip when Sable asked him about it, and he just starts breaking down. He'd already won Super Bowls at that point, and that's what makes these guys great. It's also, I mean, I sometimes look at it and go, wow, I wish I was more like that. And then you think like that's also something that can drive you mad. And it's something that these guys struggle to deal with a lot, right? Like that's what makes you great in a lot of ways, but it's a gift and a curse type thing.
Yes.
And he's wired like that. And he's always been wired like that. And I think a lot of it is also internal. Like he's got to prove it to himself as well. So when you wake up and you see that guy in the mirror, before you hear any criticism from the outside, you've got it within yourself and you're proving it to yourself. There's a lot that I've come to admire about Jalen Hurts over the years. Being around him, watching watching how he's interacted. And at some point, I think he's still working on this. At some point, there's I can only control so much that I can control to him, right? At some point, and it's like that's going to be forever a thing with him as well.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Can I just, while I got you two guys here, Joe Rocket in our chat says on 92.3 in Cleveland, the radio station, they're talking Wyatt Teller and Garrett for Jalix Hunt, Jihad Campbell, a 1 and a 4.
They're just throwing it out there. Is that what it is? I mean,
Would you do it?
The Teller one. The Teller one, I'm going to send another text because I've been waiting on that one, but not waiting. Wait, I thought he was going to be a guy, and I've heard nothing with that regard because they're nowhere on a contract extension. And I thought that this market was going to be hotter for interior offensive linemen, and it really hasn't been. So let me just double check that. But
yeah, I mean, would I do it? Yeah, I would do it. But that's. I mean, we're playing games here. Yeah,
it's fun. It's Friday.
Remember Tom Bigby's rules? And no fantasy. If he called them fantasy trades, it wasn't fantasy football. It was don't call in with, well, would you do this? He went as a producer. You had to. Sorry, can't let that call through.
Yeah, hated it. Anything that was
he hated a lot of things.
Anything that was too sportsy. So Tom Bigby was the program director at WIP.
I remember his voice.
And Anthony. Michael, Anthony, and he would say, "Stop talking baseball," because I always wanted to talk baseball. Tell him to stop talking baseball, and I'm like, "Bleep that dude! I want to talk Phillies. Phillies,
dude.
Nobody cares."
The day after Dale Earnhardt died, we did 4 hours at NASCAR with Mike and Howard. He called every 5 minutes. I'm like, "What do you want me to do? Go turn their mics off." I'm making $7 an hour. These guys are making way more than that. Go tell them the cars to stop running. Tell them to stop talking NASCAR. I'm like, Tom, I got a board full of anybody who just wants to talk NASCAR. Because Mike's thing was, how can you go out and support a sport where the byproduct is death? That's what he kept saying for 4 hours. It was great conversation. And it was the Daytona 500. So it was February. Football season was over. Baseball hadn't started. It was a great day to fill everything. I was like, Tom, just go with it. It's fine. Hated it.
And it was funny because Mike knew how to just push people's buttons, and so he got all the NASCAR people.
That's a great question.
All left turns. Everything's I remember
I got
6 Dale Earnhardt he was like a coal hero, man, to those people.
Oh, there were people calling in. It was like, I never called this station. You got me today. Put me through. I want to talk to these guys. We had a lot of those guys. First time, long time, but not in a good way. First time, long time. How dare you talk about NASCAR? Listen, and then we'll do a whole thing one day.
You're a dope. You're a motor dope.
He knew nothing about the sport. He's like, you don't need to be an athlete to drive a car. And people are like, you don't understand, dude. Yes, you absolutely. It's very toxic. And he's going, you just turn left and hit the gas pedal. I'm like, Howard,
okay. Hey, so anybody else do anything you think big? Right now, if you're looking at Detroit, Green Bay, Eagles got both of them right after the bye. I mean, they're nasty, those two teams. It's going to be it's going to be interesting to see how and if Tampa can ever get healthy, I think Tampa's in that mix too. If you get Bucky Irving back and you get McMillan, I mean, they're good.
Bucky back, McMillan, Godwin's going to eventually be fully healthy. Evans is not going to be till late in the season. That sucks. Feel bad for him with that 1,000-yard streak that's officially kaput. Who else? You talked about Green Bay, Detroit. I could see Detroit adding to the defensive backfield. I know they've had conversations there. I was just having this conversation with somebody about Eric Stokes, who's a cornerback who used to play for Green Bay, could potentially be traded back to Detroit. That's been speculated. Which it's what all these moves are going to be like. Okay, good player, could contribute. You get him on a good day, you get him in a good hot streak down the. I mean, these are the kind of trades that are going to be made. Jacoby Myers, the wide receiver, I'm still waiting on that one. He's requested a trade multiple times. They just added Tyler Lockett. The Raiders did, so it's like, okay, you got a veteran. What do you need this guy? He's leaving in a couple of months. Might as well just. make a move and get something for him at this point. So, but a lot of teams, what they do is, well, is what we're getting now going to be better than the comp pick that we're getting for the guy to sign? Now, the problem with that is, let's do the math on this. You can get a pick now that you're using in the spring. The comp pick you're not getting until the 2027 draft, because that formula's got to be calculated after everything. So to me, it's like the bird in the hand, better than the two in the bush sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Do we have the video? All right. So this is the video. It's up to you if you want to see it. This is the.
If you want to see it.
Is it Myalata?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go.
It's great. All right. Here we go. Mikey G and Jordan Mailata Sunday.
Hey, like them apple? Hey, like them apple? Sorry, Bobby. You leave me on. I'm going to charge him.
I was going to headbutt him. At least he took the helmet off first.
That was awesome, man. That was great. He loves you.
Yeah, Jordan's a buddy. Some people take it seriously because everybody takes everything seriously online. So no, he was not. That was a playful.
No, Jordan. I know he loves you.
I didn't see it until we have a mutual friend, Nick Albater, who sent it to me. I didn't see it until he sent it to me, and then he posted it on his Instagram. Where is it? I lost it. Maybe it's on here. He had texted Jordan, and Jordan said, "Do me a favor, tell Mike." I don't know why Jordan didn't just text me himself. Where is it? I'll find it eventually. Tell Mike. He says, I was a little charged up. Here it is. Yeah, I had too much energy. Please tell Mike that it was all love and no foul. Laughing emojis and a laughing, crying emoji. So yeah, no. It was that's just, as I told people, that's just how he says hi, right? But the best part, so Nick comes in at the end, and now Nick's got this regular thing now apparently, because they do these locker room hits. So you got to get there early. You got to be in the locker room. You stand by Jalen's locker and you say, "Oh, Jalen hurts," and you kind of. They love those locker room hits, love them. But I got to get there early to get it done. And now it's a race to get it done before Sirianni walks in the locker room. Because if he walks in and he sees me, he does what we do to them and the players. Hey, hurry up! You stink! You screwed up! He starts yelling. It's like it just throws me completely off. So I said they got me. Because he got me in the morning. I was in the middle of doing it, and all of a sudden, so I jumped when he yelled. I was looking for that clip. So they got me coming and going, the two of them.
That's great. That's great. That's good stuff, man.
Hey, do it again. That's what he does. Like, he'll do it, and so I'll stop down, and he goes, do it again. Run it again. Run it.
That's awesome. Brother, great stuff as always. Where you at Sunday?
Home. We're gonna be working from home. So I thought Giants, 49ers would ring the bell for them, but they got other games they're covering, so we're not sending a crew there. So I'll be doing updates from home and hanging out there, and then I think we're back to the international slate after that, or maybe it's the week after. They got Germany and Spain are coming up.
Yeah.
So when they do Germany and Spain, we work from home as well. We don't cover games. We don't send crews out for that because we don't have a game day morning. So couple of Sundays at home over the next month or so with the kids.
I love it. Listen, enjoy them. Happy Halloween, kid. All right.
Yes,
the little
you
angels.
got it.
All right, brother.
Same to your crew. I hope everybody has a happy and safe.
You get to look forward to. So Anthony got a football game tonight. It's not even registering. Massimo is in 7th grade. He leaves the house. He's dressed like you, like he's got with his baseball uniform. I go, what are you, dude? I'm Bryce Harper. It was like, that's the last thing before you quit getting dressed up.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll get some free candy by being Bryce Harper.
Yeah, I know. I pulled the cord. Oh God, how old was I? The last one I was Steve Urkel, but it was like a half-hearted. Just give me some suspenders and glasses. Like I didn't even try to nail it down. It was just like, and I was like, I'm done. I think it was in 6th grade, maybe. I was like, I'm done. And then I didn't dress up until my wife made me go to a party. It was 2013-ish, and I said, "What's the closest thing to me that I can go as?" And Ace will love this if he's watching right now. I went as Tony Parker.
Oh, that's great.
Ace, every time I see Tony Parker. Like Tony Parker's been retired for 10 years now. He still hits me with the Tony Parker. I saw him at a a funeral last year. I walk in, everybody's all somber. Hey, Tony Parker! I go, Ace. Wait, yeah. So there you go.
Tony Parker. He still calls you Tony. I was talking to him the other day. How's Tony Parker? I go, he's doing good.
Wait, and then this year so it's been 12, 13 years. My wife made me go to another party, right? So we go to party, whatever, Halloween, Spirit of Halloween, whatever it's called. I said, give me something. There's male and female gangster, and the female gangster was actually kind of like a little sexy. So I'm like, let's go for this, right? Let's get dressed up, right?
Sexy gangster.
She's my wife. She was a sexy gangster, dude. We had a money gun. She's dancing on top of the money I was like, this is actually kind of worth it now at this point. I was, grumbling the whole time
about it.
Anyway, so 4 hours before the party, we're at my daughter's birthday party. This is last Saturday. And one of the other couples that's going to the party goes, I just read the invitation. Oh my God, what are you guys going to? I said, what do you mean? She goes, there's a theme. I go, there's a theme. What are you talking about? There's a theme. You got to go dressed as your favorite holiday, but with a slasher vibe. I said, my wife doesn't read stuff. I'm like, send me the invite next year. I'll read the instructions and the details. She doesn't do that stuff. Thankfully, my buddy standing next to me, he goes, you're good. I said, what do you mean? He goes, you guys are Columbus Day. I go, done. Beautiful. Thank you. So when we go to the party, everybody's like, look at these two. They didn't dress according to the theme. I go, oh, we're Columbus Day. They go, that's great. I was like, yeah, we totally thought about that. Yeah, awesome.
Well, it's genius. A little stereotypical, but
yeah, I mean, he's one of us.
Don't worry about it. I can make these jokes, right? That's what I hit him with.
Exactly. That's awesome. My brother, we love you, buddy. Enjoy it. Thanks,
Happy Halloween. See you guys.
There he is, Mikey G on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. All right, real quick.
If anyone's got a picture of him dressed as Urkel, please send it in.
Yeah, all right, real quick. Let's take care of some business. And then I got one of my favorite doctors. We have our Rothman doctors, and I love Dr. Pedowitz. He helped me with my Achilles.
Got you back to walking normal.
Yeah, he's the greatest. We're going to talk a little scatterboo because that was nasty. All right, let's talk about Parks Casino and the Bet Parks Sportsbook. How about this? Always another way to win on the app. That's it. Listen, you got Giants, Niners. He was talking about it. Niners are 2.5. Penn State's getting 21. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, it went down. It was 22 yesterday, right?
Oh, yeah. Buffalo and Kansas City. I was talking to the brain. I like the Chiefs.
You love the Chiefs.
No. In the game, I like the Chiefs. No, I just think they're good. I mean,
I know you dropped it. The Chargers are mediocre. You dropped them. You dropped them like a hot potato. Now you're on the Chiefs.
I'm with you on the Chiefs. I think they're going to win that game as well.
Your front runner over there too. He's a Chief guy too.
I'm not a Chief guy.
I am not a Chief guy.
You know, it's just talking about how good. Forget about it. I hate talking football with you. Make downtime your fun time. Play blackjack crap. What is Sixers tonight?
-2.
-2. Blackjack, craps, roulette, hundreds of hot online slots. Divine Fortunes. You play that?
Yeah, I love Divine Fortunes.
Yeah?
Yeah, they got good wilds. Some horses come down for the puff and more stuff. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Trash Man 2, Bowling Green, -2.5. Get it before it goes up to 3.
Okay.
Versus, Buffalo.
All right. Trash Man rules. New users get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down the first 24 hours. BetParks.com has all the details. Got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Let's talk about our friends over at TrueMark. So if your home needs a little TLC, you're dreaming of that next big vacation, or maybe a road trip to see the Flyers, Sixers, Eagles play, listen up. TrueMark's Financials HELOC Select just got even better because rates have dropped, making it more affordable to put your home's equity to work for you. Need a new kitchen, big repairs, maybe knock out some debt? With a HELOC Select, you can access your cash all at once or just when you need it. Total flexibility, just like a solid game plan. So make it happen today. Visit one of TrueMark's 24 branches or head to TrueMark.com/PHLY and get in the game today. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender, NMLS 404938.
TrueMark. Love it. All right. We always love to visit with our Rothman doctors. And today I have a special one. I love them all, man. They do God's work at Rothman. But I got a buddy of mine, Dr. Pedowitz, is here. Do we have him up? Yo, Doc! Good to see you, buddy.
To see you too. What's up,
I was waiting for you. I'm like, where's my man at, man? The greatest. Are you good? How's your
Good to be
family?
here. They're awesome. Yeah, three of them, three kids, and always something to keep you busy.
God bless you. How old are the kids?
24, 21, and 19.
Look at that, man. God bless you.
All right.
Do you miss on days like today, like Halloween? Because I'm seeing my kids now and they're out of that stage. I miss it. Do you miss them when they were that age?
I do miss it. And like we used to live in a neighborhood where it was like, that like scene in E.T. where like everyone's out. We used to live in a neighborhood like that and I loved it. Now we don't really get any trick-or-treaters and my kids aren't doing that anymore. They're going to parties with their own friends now as adults.
No.
But I do miss it. It was nice.
It
really
was. There's something beautiful about that. Yeah, I knew you would. You're the greatest, man. You are. And let me just tell people, if anything's wrong, foot, ankle, there's no one better. There's nobody better. You are incredibly thorough. You're brilliant. In fact, I always tell the story about because you remember I had the rupture on the other Achilles, and on my other one, it started to go, and you had the idea of putting the nitro packs to stimulate the blood flow, and it worked. It was just brilliant without having to. You're like, listen, I don't like to be invasive, and let's try this, and it worked. To like great, like I'm running, and it's awesome. You're amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic that it worked for you. I'm really glad it did.
Oh man! All right, let's talk about Cam Scadaboo because you're an amazing sports guy. That was scary. Talk about Halloween scary. What happened on Sunday with that ankle dislocation? From a medical standpoint, now we know you didn't treat Cam, the whole thing. But what actually happens when an ankle dislocates like that? And what are the first steps in treatment, recovery?
So that was a terrible injury. And, I haven't seen an injury in a while that was so bad that in the replays, they don't want to show it,
Right.
Yeah, so that was pretty bad. So what he had was he not only had a dislocation, which means that the bones have been moved and separated from each other, but he had an open dislocation, meaning the bones dislocated and went through the skin so that you see his bone. And that's why it was, from many commentators' perspective, a really grotesque injury. And one of the first things you have to make sure is, this is a limb-threatening injury. Right? I mean, you got to make sure that the blood vessels are intact, that he still has a pulse, that the nerves are okay, and that the skin is all right, and the limb's going to survive. But one of the really important things to think about is this wasn't just a break, because when you have a break, bones heal. Bones heal great.
Right.
It's one of the few tissues in the body that heals without scar. Right? You have an incision in your skin, it heals, and you get a scar. You have a broken bone. It just heals with bone. And the bone's going to probably heal fine because he's young and, super healthy. But when you get an injury like that, you also injure the cartilage, the nice padding surface between the two bones. And cartilage in adults never heals. Cartilage in kids does, but cartilage in adults never heals. So that's going to be an important factor in how well he does long term.
Yeah, that's just tough. The compound nature of it, man. It's just so frightening. And you're right. Like they didn't want listen, we're not going to show the replay. It's too much for our audience. And in fact, one of the Eagles guys, I'm not going to say who, but he was on the field and he actually lost it. He vomited after seeing it because it had that kind of impact on it. How do you get back to even start with confidence and what's that process like for the kid? Because he came in such a tough kid. You run his tough running style, rookie year. I mean, what do you think his future is?
Yeah, he's had amazing rookie season. I mean, and going back to the injury, it's amazing. Like he's like alert and oriented, almost like he's not injured. He's asking someone to help pull him up. And then that's sort of like the aspects of like the shock of the injury. But the best thing going for him is that he's young and healthy. Right? He's got strong, big, healthy musculature around that ankle. But the biggest challenges are going to be on the rehab. Like, let's assume the skin heals, the bone heals, and all that kind of stuff, which it should. The biggest challenge is going to be on the rehab side, getting that strength back. Because if you think about getting back to work, you and me getting back to work after this injury, we're kind of in the middle, like that curve that, like, for SAT scores, we're in the middle. So in the middle, we want to be able to do some activity. We want to be able to go to work. We want to be able to stand and sit and all that kind of stuff and drive. He is at the end of that curve, 2 standard deviations above the middle. So his expectations and his demands for work are much higher than everyone else's. And so to really get his thigh, his leg, his ankle, which are going to atrophy during this whole process, up to competing and, in his case, excelling against his peers is going to be quite challenging.
Yeah. Yeah. What kind of time frame are you thinking?
I mean, I would say 12 months. I would say 12 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
12 months. It's not that it takes that long for those things to heal. It's for him to be competitive with his peers.
Right.
I think it'll take.
And to your point about the atrophy, all that stuff, like getting that whole leg back in that kind of shape to be able to be an NFL running back.
Correct. Sometimes I see these guys and they're like, I can only run 10 miles an hour on the treadmill. And I'm thinking, I couldn't possibly run 10 miles an hour on the treadmill. But they're like, I need to run 14 miles an hour on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Like, well, if you're going to need to get there, it's just going to take more time.
Yeah.
Doc, it's a tough injury.
You're the great man. I love you. You're the greatest. You got to come in. Promise me you'll come down and hang out with us. All right.
Love it.
I would love that. Listen, God bless your family. You're one of the greats, buddy.
And to yours too. Happy Halloween.
Thanks, pal. The great Dr. Pedowitz is he's all the Rothman guys are fantastic.
It's nice when you see the people who helped you get back together,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. The Rothman doctors they do God's work. They're fantastic. We love them. Just like we love this man, legend, Baldy.
Baldy. Oh, let's talk some football. Ay, Baldy. Oh, he likes meats and football. Oh, Baldy.
Greatest. There he is, legend. Look at him. Stud.
Oh, man.
He was doing the shirtless pull-ups.
Oh, I saw that the other day. Stretching it out on Tuesday. Yeah.
Working on that grip strength, cuz.
I like it.
I mean, you got to keep everything strong right now, man. It's if you don't use it, you lose it. That's what I think.
I was lifting with the boys the other day, and and Ant's now. I mean, he's
been doing it a couple of years now. I mean, he's going to show some real improvement.
He was squatting 550.
What?
Yeah,
is that right?
He's working out now 225. He's benching 225, and that's what he's working out at. So
wow,
yeah,
he's got real strength, man. If he's pushing that kind of weight already, that's real.
15.
That's real strength.
That's the same little boy that was with you.
I know. I mean, when you say 550, I'm thinking like that's what college kids are doing.
Yeah. He's got real powerful legs, which is great, brother. I know you got a thing, so I don't want to waste your time. Our time together. First, Halloween though. You know, like I think of holidays with you. You're such a fun-loving person. What's Halloween for you?
I've got a bunch of parties to go to tonight. I'm going as a pirate, so I got, like it's Friday night. It's Friday night. It's Halloween. There's a bunch of things to do. I'm in South Florida here. South Florida parties on Halloween, it's like going to a strip club. Like how little can a girl wear? They live for this, so like the eye candy out there tonight is going to be fantastic.
That's awesome, man.
That is the greatest analogy.
It is. That's fantastic.
Like there's just different kind of candy. I mean, there's M&Ms, and then there's Miami. eye candy. It's different, you know?
Yes. Trick or treat. Trick or
Yeah.
treat. That's fantastic. All right. What game you had on Sunday?
Oh man, I'm going to the Berg, man. The Colts in Pittsburgh this weekend. It's a classic, man.
It is a classic, and that
Because of how good the Colts are playing. Like they're the best team in football right now through 8 games. I mean, I don't think it's really even close. I know they had one loss to the Rams, but if the receiver actually scores first and then celebrates, they beat the Rams and they're 8-0 right now. Shane Steichen got that offense cooking right now.
So what people are keep talking about? Well, they're playing above their. Look who they beat. Like everybody's trying to poke holes in
I
them.
know.
But I mean, not for nothing. Jonathan Taylor is incredible. Like he's a great running back. Like I don't think he gets any props.
It used to be that if you averaged 4 yards a carry, you were good. If you averaged 5 yards a carry, you probably led the league in rushing. And he's averaging 6 yards a carry. Like he hit an 80-yard home run last week. He's hitting his home runs, but it's everything. The run game is unreal. The quarterback isn't making mistakes. The design of the offense is wild in how it's not scheming these guys open, but there's a great feel and design and rhythm to this offense. And they don't fool around. I don't care if they're playing a sister of the poor, they're putting up 5 touchdowns. Like nobody has scored more points than they scored 275 points right now in 8 games. I mean, they're approaching 40 points a game.
I mean, and the Steeler defense is not good. I mean, they're back 7.
It's not that it's not good. It's awful.
Yeah.
Like Tucker Kraft the other night is catching 3-yard flat routes and turning it into 50-yard gains. They can't tackle and they can't cover. And they haven't gotten to the quarterback with any regularity. They need their best game of the year. Now, this is the way the league works. It's like the NCAA basketball tournament. Like signature wins count. They matter. And so if Pittsburgh can beat Indianapolis this weekend, play their best game, Mike Tomlin walks in the locker room and says, this is what we can do to anybody. Like that. But if they go and get beat for the 3rd time in a row and they're having trouble tackling and all this stuff, they're going to be in a world of hurt because we just saw what the Ravens did last night to the Dolphins. Like, they've already said, the Ravens are the favorite to win their division. They're 3-5. They're the favorite to win the division.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It really is. Kansas City, Buffalo. How do you see that one? Kansas City, man, they just don't lose. It's amazing. You then get healthy, and with Rice and Worthy, now Mahomes is back to being the best quarterback in the league.
He is. And I don't think Buffalo can slow the offense down. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, for his first time in his life, threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter. One went through Kelsey's hands to get picked. Marshawn Lattimore made a great play. But they overcame that like it was nothing. Like Rashee Rice is just a stud. He could be a starting running back. He's in a wildcat. He's in motion. He's like running a stick knot against Bobby Wagner in the middle of the field for a touchdown. And Andy, he's got these chess pieces, man. He's just working the board. He's Bobby Fischer out there. But look, Buffalo can run the ball. I mean, that's what they are right now. They're a running football team. James Cook's having a great season. Deion Dawkins is going to challenge probably Lane Johnson for Protector of the Year. But if they can run the ball like they did last week, which against Carolina, where it was ridiculous, they ran for 250 yards against a pretty decent defense. I mean, if they can run the ball and keep Mahomes off the field, they can certainly make a game out of it.
I just saw Schefter say that Travis Hunter on injured reserve. Man, that Jaguars became a mess.
Well, I mean, look, Travis Hunter was the 3rd pick in the draft. They gave up a 1st-round pick for him, and they haven't gotten the return on investment. Like, they used him as a kind of a gimmicky guy in offense. Defensively, tackling is an issue. Like, tackling, NFL running backs versus tackling guys in the Big 12. It's a big difference. There's a physicality to it. And, he's a frail guy. You love him, the person, but it's a different sport.
It really really is, man. It's amazing when you think about it. And then you got when you look at the rest of the division, Sunday night, Minnesota, Seattle, and Washington. Where do we see Washington? Jaden's going to play, but they just look a tick off to me.
Well, they're more than a tick off. They've had a lot of injuries on the defensive line, so they've gotten weaker there, and that's where they wanted to get stronger. They were bad against the run last year. Seattle is they're a symphony watching that offense go to work. Like, they need James Daniel to be the rookie of the year, James Daniel, where he runs for 900 yards and you try to blitz him and he's beating you on scrambles and his speed of decision making. Like, they just haven't been that. And then, one of their offseason acquisitions that they thought was going to be so good is Debo, and he hasn't been good. Like, he is, he's not they're trying to figure out ways to get him the ball. And, ball goes through his hands last week, gets intercepted. He hasn't had an impact on the offense the way, say, De'Ami Brown did a year ago when he was, and now McLaurin's out. And so, they haven't been healthy. And, James, and it starts with the quarterback. This is a tough spot for them to be in. Yeah,
it really is. How long until the Dolphins clean house? That was pretty ugly last night.
The owner didn't look like he was interested in the team last night. Like, the owner is sitting back and he's probably thinking about the next skyscraper he's building with his partners, but he looked bored by watching that team. Like, you've thrown a spray fade to Devon Achane against Kyle Hamilton on 4th and 2. You need a touchdown. You're going to score a touchdown for the half. You go in there, it's maybe even. Like, the throw on 4th and 2 made no sense. The play made no sense.
No sense.
And you're going, what are they doing?
Yeah, they're so bad. They're so poorly coached. They need to go. The quarterback's got to go. The coach got to go. The GM's got to go. Like, they just got to clean that whole thing up. Start over.
How many times have they done that since Don Shula left? Like, that's all they've done outside of Jimmy Johnson for a year or two. And he realized if he couldn't get Drew Brees, instead he got Dante Culpepper, he knew that he wasn't going to be long for there. And
I'm sorry, all for that, because you make a great point. And it makes me wonder, are there not enough great football coaches around? Like, college, you got Florida, you got Penn State, you got LSU. You also have like Arkansas, like Virginia Tech, right? You got these big schools, right? All these coaches, NFL, are there just not? And Urban's not coming out, I heard, and Nick's not going to come out, I heard. So, like, are there just not enough great coaches?
No, because right now, you want a proven coach. Like, Mike Vrabel's a proven coach. Tennessee is going to be, they're basically going to be, pond scum for a long time because of that poor decision right there. So who wants that job, and what do you get with that job, especially if that's your general manager? No, there's not enough proven coaches. And so then you're taking a chance on a guy that isn't really proven. Like, if you look at, just say, Urban Meyer, you watched him, from his early MAC days all the way, like, Utah, like, all he did was win. So, okay, where's that guy that's climbing, that's just, working his way up? Like, I don't know, it's hard. It's going to get harder and harder because the amount of programs are shrinking, because of NIL and money and all that. So now we're basically a 40-team, football universe in college. It used to be, okay, you went to the MAC, and you went to Bowling Green, you went to Miami of Ohio. Think about all the coaches that come out of those places. And then Dino Babers and all these guys worked their way up. Well, now you don't really have that path anymore. So then who's the proven coach that, that has done it at a small level? And same thing in the NFL. Like, there's not enough. There's going to be a coaching carousel this year in the NFL. And who are you going after? A recycle? You're going to go take a chance on Nick, Sirianni? Like, Nick was the 8th coach on that coaching search. Thank goodness they got him. But there's just not enough. There's never enough good coaches. There's never enough good quarterbacks. There's not enough good owners.
It's brilliant. All right, my brother, we know you got to run. Listen, have fun tonight. Do me a favor. Send me some pictures, will you?
All right. If they, I'm not sure if that blows up the internet as I send them through there to you, cuz.
Well, no,
I'll
don't
see what I
send them
can
that
find.
way. Just text me the pictures.
All right.
I won't put
All right.
them out there. You know that.
All right.
All right.
All right. I'm ready. Thanks, cuz.
brother. Love you, buddy. Have fun tonight.
Have a good weekend.
There he is. Baldy.
I mean, the chat is spoken. I mean, it's an instant. It might be his all-time line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's incredible. Quick OT on a Friday, Halloween Friday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, become a diehard. Do us a solid. We need the likes and subscriptions, please. That always helps.
Yeah, you like it, you subscribe, and you'll help other people struggling out there trying to find good sports content. The more you like it, the more they'll put it out there to other people. So you're helping your community members out there.
And try to become a diehard because we do such great content here.
Yeah,
the guys are work really hard.
Yeah,
produce some really good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got? Back in the day?
Yeah.
You laugh.
This is one of my favorite.
You want to play the Dombo thing one more time and then go back in the day?
Do a little Dombo. Yeah.
I mean, you worked hard on it.
I mean, you can't get that anywhere else. No one got this exclusive from Dombo.
Yeah, so if you missed it, I went on the rant because when Dave talked about Bryce, and I just was annoyed that he didn't take any culpability, right? Like, dude, you put together a bad lineup that didn't fit now for a couple years, and that's why you lost. So I don't want to hear you ran into the Dodgers because the Blue Jays already have spoken. All right, so you failed. Like you got. All I want to hear you say is not that Bryce didn't have a great season. I want to hear you go, you know what? I got to do a better job at balancing the lineup, putting out a balanced lineup.
Yeah, he says, "Hey, it ain't me, man."
I just had to dock my yacht so I could respond to these nefarious accusations from one Tony Gargano. Can't believe it. But anyway, here we go. Benny, cue up the band. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some players think they're elite when they're not. And then they try to blame Dombo. And when Tapa says, Bryce, just get a hit, does he come through? No. It ain't me. It ain't Dumbo. I ain't swinging out of the zone. No. It ain't me. It ain't Dumbo. I ain't refusing to walk. No. Some folks are born silver bat in hand on the cover of his SI at 18. But when Blake Snell's on the mound, there ain't no hits to be found. No, it ain't me. It ain't Dumbo. I ain't swinging out of the zone. No, it ain't me. It ain't Dumbo. I ain't getting hurt all the time. No. I'll tell you, I do hear that Tony Gargano's sidekick, Davey Jr., he's the cat's meow. Catherine, start up the Bentley. We're heading to the country club. They have croissants today.
That's a well done piece.
Dombo.
That's a well done, dude. Excellent. We're headed to the country club. He does look. He just walked out out of the country club.
Yeah, he parked his yacht up in Tacoma.
I mean,
was it yacht
I
club?
know, man. Come on, bro. Oh my God.
I've actually been to a wedding. Pagan's dad got married at the Wissahickon Yacht Club in Tacony.
No way.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's great.
There's no real yachts. They're like small sailboats.
That's all right. Listen.
All right. So back in the day, whenever I can work in an all-time meme or an all-time viral clip. So Halloween, we're going back to 2007, 18 years ago, to the waterfront village in Portland, Oregon, where a 7-year-old Jonathan something or other has his face painted like a zombie, and they ask him about his face paint and what he thinks about being a zombie, and his answer goes viral.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend, the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right, you're great zombie. And good times here at the Waterfront Village, open for the next 11 days.
I like turtles.
Oh, wow, you're a great zombie.
All the kid wanted to say was he liked turtles.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
I like turtles. All right, yeah, Jonathan the zombie.
What a great zombie.
What do you think? You're gonna have a conversation? Like, it's funny having done this where like I've talked to kids and people. You just got to know like where that you're gonna. She was almost like, how do I follow this up? All right, I like turtles.
Poor kid's got a camera. He's scared to death. All he wants to say is, "I like turtles."
Yeah, the kid's like, I don't even know what a zombie is. All right,
I'm a turtle. Is he a turtle? Who knows? I like turtles.
Oh, that's great. All right, everybody, we love you. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Enjoy the bye week. We'll see you on Monday.
We all silly like the mayor.